نحكي مع بخصوص القضية. طيب نشوف ايش في عنا هون. اوكي. track down your gun. بس هي قالت عطت maybe you pawned it، هيك قالت. this might take some time. اوكي. اخذت بوينت. عندي 3 سكيل بوينتس. طيب انا بدي هلا بدي احط شي سكيل بوينتس، فراح اروح اشوف ريسيرش على السريع، اشوف شو ممكن شو ممكن كيف ممكن ابني الشخصية. يعني شفت عملت ريسيرش على السريع انه الناس عم تقول انه شو ما حطيت بشكل عام بيصير. فانا راح ابدا احط الاشياء اللي انا شفتها بحتاجها، عم بشوف انه الفيزيك بشكل عام بحتاجه، والانتلكت عيني عليه لانه ما بيحتاج كتير نقاط يعني ما بيحتاج كتير، يعني لوجيك بس هاي. بس ما بعرف اخذ دراما، جا بالي اخذ دراما. فيمكن احط وحده بالفيزيكال انسترومنت ووحده شو بيعمل فوليشن بالضبط. cool for sane people, well adjusted cops for the non-suicidal. اوكي هلا شخصيتي صح قال انه هو suicidal شوي، بس ممكن اخذ هاي تساعده. فبدي اخذ هاي. بدي اخذ physical instrument، خليه يكون شوي اقوى. ممكن نحسن نقاتل يعني راح نستثمر فيها كلها مشان نحسن نقاتل ميجر هيد. ما بدي اقرا كل شيء في مثلا effectively. راح احط وحده هون. في ريفرت اوريدي. اوكي. ويمكن هلا اخذ لوجيك ولا دراما، مع انه البورتريت تبع اللوجيك حلوه الصراحه، يعني جميله. ديكونستراكتد ولا الدراما. مم. ما بعرف، بحس شخصيتي راح راح يكيف على الدراما، بس انا بحس انه راح استمتع باللوجيك اكثر، فراح اخذ هاي. اوكي. جمعنا 3 نقاط واستخدمناهم، المفروض كان اني استخدمهم اكثر بس. لازم اقول له شكله ما في ريفرت، شكله اذا كبست هاي خلاص. نشوف احسن اعمل له ريفرت. لا خلاص بيكت ان. مو مشكلة، كانوا هدول عاجبيني اصلا. طيب physical instrument. ايه هاي ممكن نجربها مرة ثانية. سنترال فurnace، نجرب نروح على الفرنس.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace,
مهم.
coloring it pitch black.
جرب.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths.
يلا روح صرخ
The
عليهم.
chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then you've awakened the entity.
The entity.
And it's a woman. Of course. The malicious entities are always women.
بيكون فايل سكيبس. جمالي اخذ هاي. هات ها.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear
نايس.
a low rumble upstairs. The sound.
After you, officer.
نايس. جود. نطلع من هون. في هذا الصندوق ما شفناه.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework.
The radio computer.
Radio
Just sitting
computer,
here with
okay.
anyone inside.
Do you think I should turn it on?
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. It's empty like a beehive without its
لازم
print.
احط فيها ذاك المكعب.
The filament you have would fit perfectly inside like a smooth drawer. The filament slides into place.
شغل بلاي.
The play
شو هالموسيقى
starts
كتير
playing.
كريبي.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machines. Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? Could this be its dismembered heart? Oh no. It was already glowing and now it's also making a sound. It's probably some alien. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall until a
Good evening, Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
في حدا نحن عم نحكي، انا حسبت هذا رح يكون تسجيل.
Fortress accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Fortress accident. Do you have any other information about this company?
One moment. Fortress accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive calling radio games. That's what the catalog said.
That's not
Nice. So conceptual. صراحة عجبتني الفكرة انه بتتصل بتلعب اللعبة. What do you call interactive video games?
Any other questions?
Hmm.
The filament you have inserted into the reader. That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yes, I did.
Good. Please repeat the password.
You should ask her for a hint.
I don't know the password. ما راح اسألها for a hint. Oh, can you give me for a hint?
No. Received. I will register this login attempt.
That sounds bad. A login attempt. Something a criminal would do.
هاف لايت. هاف لايت طلع عن راسي. هاف لايت حكينا عنه من قبل. كتبت لكم انه حكيت لكم انه هو بشكل انه مجنون، بس هاف لايت هو ال فايت اوف فلايت انستنكت اللي هي يعني بشكل عام سرفايفل انستنكت. خلينا نقول انه الغريزه غريزه النجاه عندنا عن البني ادم بهيك حالات بيميل انه يشك كتير بانه والله هذا الشخص شخص سيء. نحن مثلا المرة اللي كنا عم نحكي معها، بس مشان انه نتخيل اسوأ سيناريو او نتخيل اساليب تانية لانه ننجو منها او نتعامل مع المرة اللي حكينا معها. فمشان هيك لانه مشان هيك حكى معنا هالف لايت، لانه غالبا غالبا اللي عم بيصير كتير مجهول لشخصيتنا، ما عرفان شو عم بيصير ابدا. فمشان هيك فورا تخيل اسوأ سيناريو وهالف لايت تدخل.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Logic.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
That's all for now.
Thank you and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still.
Remove the
filament
production.
Slides out of its glowing nest. Nothing happens.
Insert.
Smooth draw. Nothing happens. The filament slides out of.
Leave. طيب هو انا ما بدي اقضي وقت كتير مع الفيلامنت، مع انه التوبيك عجبتني كتير، بس بدي اروح اني اخلص موضوع هدوليك. بس طريقي كان صح. من هون. يس من هون. هاي.
Hello, I'm Nia.
Novelty dice maker. Wow. A bird-like woman sits on a bird-like.
Did you try knocking on my window?
بورتريت حلوة الصراحة،
I
الرسمة
must have
تبعتها
missed
حلوة.
you. I've been listening to my Melius.
ميليوس.
So what kind of dye are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now.
Inland Empire هذا جديد. شو بيعمل؟ عندي نقطة. عندي نقطة فيه بس أنا ما بتذكر إني حطيت. أوكي يعني مخيلة يعني، لأن قلت أنا with imagination emotion، بيحب يتخيل كتير، كان بيمشي حلو مع الدراما. ليوز.
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong.
لا هذا راح اخذه بالاخير هذا الاوبشن، بس حابب اشوف هاي I like role playing games and I need some dice. Yeah, okay, maybe I'm not really sure what I'm here honest why I'm here honestly. No, I'm looking for something else. Seriously honest, no.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set, unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any...
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites.
هدول يعني اللي وراي.
This person means you or no one else. Absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly.
ما بعرف شكلها هي الشباك تبعها بيطلع عليه، فراح
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant
malignant
entity
entity here.
The lieutenant looks at his
حبيت
notebook.
الإيلاند امباير.
Then the woman under the large window.
بضيف شوية هيك يعني ما بعرف، بدي أقول ثقافة، بدي أقول إنه بضيف شوية خفة على الموضوع.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday.
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window. It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home. Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids, and lately I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
اوكي امباثي، بس كمان عم بتشكك فيه، بجوز هي عن جد ما شافت شيء.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
بس اوكي.
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
She nods.
Anything else, officer? How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition.
يعني بدك انت نيش خاصة فيكي، بدك تعملي شيء ما حدا بيعمله غيرك.
Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt.
نايس، حلوة
That was
الفكرة.
my first order. I grew it from there.
هلا انا ما بلعب بورد جيمز، بس مرات بشتهي اني اتعلم شوي هيك شغلات، بحثها انه بتسلي يعني واحد يلعب لعبة في engaging بس بعيدة عن الكمبيوتر، يعني غير شكل.
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay.
طيب
And role players as customers? They're nice people.
طيب كانت بتعرف الشركة هي اكسيدون شغلة اكسيدون،
She's
لأنه هدول
thankful for
بيعملوا
the
ألعاب.
security they provide her.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
رح اخذ شي عادي.
I think I have just the right one for you.
police colors.
Red and blue. Okay, police colors.
Not the most original, I know, but sometimes the obvious choice is obvious because it's best.
صوتها هذي حبيتها المخلوقة.
Here, catch. They're a gift from me.
You overthink it.
بس
Your hands can't agree what to do, and the two dice
hand eye
drop to the
coordination
floor.
كل هوا.
Down the drain, like your career. I apologize, officer. That comment was unnecessary.
Roasted by the dice maker. The two dice drop to the floor and opposite direction. The blue one disappear in the center of the room. بدنا نروح ندور عليه معناها؟
That one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay. The other one was the inverse. They were a set, you see, but now the set is broken. It's a shame. They might have brought you luck. You definitely need luck in Martinez.
يعني لو كان عندي hand eye coordination لو كنت حاطط هون نقطة هي 2 skill points.
Is she pitying you? Good God, she's pitying you.
Now, was there anything else?
Where are we anyway? What is this
We're
place?
inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
The chimney نفسها. Okay.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Creative.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
اوه هلا انا حطيتها بفيديو ماضي انه في رحنا على الجهاز الاتصال جهاز الدوربل اللي بيكون عند الباب اللي فيه عليه كل الناس اللي ساكنين وقصيت لانه كلياتهم موجودين بس هلا بدنا نرجع نحكي معهم لانه بدنا نرجع نحكي عنها لانه هي موجودة. اوكي يلا واحد واحد.
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
Walk.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you. A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad.
conceptualization يعني شوي open minded. عجبتني فكرة الأصوات إنه السايكي تبعه بيحكي معه بأصوات مختلفة يعني هي كريبي أكيد إيه بس إنه بتخلي واحد يعني يتخيل الأفكار اللي بتجي كأنه هن أشخاص ويقيمن بناء على هالشي. ما بعرف الفكرة يمكن شوي غريبة بس أنا شايفها حلوة. بحس هذا شخصيتنا يعني كيرلس لدرجة إنه ممكن يعمل أي اللي بده إياه.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet. It
Gym.
wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemiteps Boxing Club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime. Kuno. Who's Kuno?
ما بتعرفي كونو؟ عن جد ما بتعرفي مين كونو؟ He's the king around here.
Oh, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth? Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
يب أكيد سمعتي.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid. It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
فيه drugs.
Should have known.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since. You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No,
But what
He
drugs
did.
exactly?
He mostly did just drugs.
he got high on some weird taxidermy chemicals. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Eventually, they caused him to lose control of his
Taxidermist.
bladder. The smell was awful.
Taxidermist يعني محنط يمكن.
Even you can probably do better than you can almost see it.
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair Windows 24 hours a day. What could go? Turns out the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff medias. Who would have guessed? And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own. It's a sub-Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
What does she mean to get off on it?
Get high.
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years until the insect rights activists came.
Insect rights
Mhm.
sector.
The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently, chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of
Wow.
political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
I don't care.
Really? Anyway.
Poor guy. Suddenly, you get a feeling that insects are important to the case somehow. It's hard to say.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
Fortress accident.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules. The usual, they ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time. Well, I did hear them talking at times.
حاسس ان الديفلوبر عملوا لنا ايش بيصير بعالم الجيم ديفلوبمنت.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
interesting story. نسيت من اي دولة المطورين اللعبة، ولكن هن ما لهم علاقة بتطوير العاب، هن مجرد group of failed politicians او هيك سموا حالهم. قرروا انه يدخلوا باللعبة لحتى يعني بشكل عام يناقشوا افكارهم. بدي احاول اجمع معلومات اكثر عنهم ونحكي عنهم بعدين، بس يعني بشكل بصراحة واضح جدا انه هن جدا بوليتيكال الجماعة اللي عملوا هاي ديسكو إليزيوم.
That's what I thought. Because when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower.
She's right. Showing up to work on time is important. Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
ما عندي فكرة إذا البروجكت looked great الصراحة يعني. You're right, maybe they just have tried harder, they had everything handy.
Still, not everyone is going to make it. That's the nature of the game.
The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes.
Anything else? They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is. Sure, it's illegal, but it's not exactly anything extraordinary in business. Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other.
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth.
بس هي فكرة واحدة الكويسة إنه يجيبوا بنات.
And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls. Fritta does the same thing.
هاي اللي ما بتعرف شي. هاي ساركازم ما هيك؟
Oh, but they did. They did show up to work. And
أحسن من
after all,
هدوليك مطورين
there were
اللعبة.
also acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the ice cream stand. And they already had the bear.
بيا.
The bear.
The bear.
Of course not.
Of
The bear
course.
was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Revachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Class A 5000. Class A 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges. You did what?
I unplugged it.
Ugh, of course they left it plugged in. Even in death, the bear is costing them money. The taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called
هو اللي
him
عمله
the
هذاك
fairy.
المحنط معناها.
Sounds cool. Scary. But cool.
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through
طولت
life by telling you
المحادثة.
to do more drugs.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved
With
drugs.
drugs.
The horrific necktie
I don't do
tightens
drugs.
around your neck, strangely excited. But it doesn't feel particularly.
What?
عم بحكي مع لا سمعتنا عم نحكي مع حالنا.
Right. Anyway, now you know the story.
The temperature has dropped in the cover of the night. You see frost on the windows.
رايح يصير الساعة 10.
Anything else? Another failed business,
Music intercom,
perhaps?
but it's not
I've been
working.
here for a long... Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine.
في وحدة
I'm still in the middle of connecting the wire.
The doorbell with the empty name card must
Yeah.
belong to her then.
إيه هو اللي حكى معنا بطريقة غريب؟
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. Are you sure it was Slipstream SEA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore. Tricentennial Electrics? It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you
Ooh.
sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
No, it was something else. It was eerie.
What's eerie?
Pranks can be eerie. Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity.
نايس. ممكن أجيب واحدة مع الهاند اي كوردينيشن لأنه ممكن تلزمنا بعدين.
Sure, I'm listening. Good. I hope it's part of
برجع
the
لورا
plans
أنا
again.
بالمحادثات.
What else? I'm listening. Good.
طويلة المحادثة كانت. نجرب ننزل على البيسمنت مرة أخيرة. هي الحلقة طولت، فما بعرف يعني هالجلسة طولت، ما بعرف كم حلقة راح طالع من هالفيديو. راح احاول اني اقصر الكلام اللي ما له داعي واحط لكم حلقة واحدة فيها كل شيء. بحاول انه ازيد الكونتنت بالحلقة بس لنشوف. عجب اذا رحت على الشمني طلعت فيه بشوف
A thick layer of
الدايس.
coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. A lush layer of you feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Gram, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint. Yes, the lieutenant seems relieved as well.
بدي اشوف اذا النرد وقع. زعلت عليه انه وقع. اتوقع راح نلاقيه في حدا يعني ممكن نكتشف انه في حدا هون دخل او عم بيتبعنا او عايش هون. بدنا نجيب براي بار تاني مشان نحسن نشوف الايس كريم. بس اتوقع انه بكفي لليوم. شوف في هون مرة اخيرة. ايتمز هاي الدايس. في كيم بده يحكي معنا بس خلينا نحكي الحلقة الجاي. يعني مشينا منيح اليوم. اتوقع انجاز انه انجزنا انه حكينا مع قسم الشرطة ونزلنا على البيسمنت. منيح استخدمنا السكيل بوينتس، كنت عم بفكر انه بدي استعملهم. اتوقع التوزيع للسكيل بوينت كان كويس. ياشي يلا. شكرا كثير على المشاهدة. سبسكرايب. السلام عليكم.